podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse to just stay in for the night. Hello, I'm Katie.
Hello. Ty here with the wifey.
Yeah, it's a Saturday night. We're living it up, doing a podcast because that's our life now.
And I just worked out today, and I haven't worked out in
You barely worked out.
long time.
That's
It was like a light day, but it exhausted me.
Oh, you're so tired.
I am.
The little baby's tired.
I'm a little tired little baby.
Shit. He doesn't even know what I do every day.
No, she's hardcore. I could not keep up with her. I mean, I used to be able to when I went like 3 or 4 times a week, and she goes 5 or 6. But that long break actually takes a long or hardcore toll on you.
Anyway, so how was your week?
It was good. It snowed here, so I did not really work at all. I think I worked like 2 days this week.
2 fucking days, dude.
2 days, so it was great.
And you later on did nothing.
I folded clothes and
Once.
freaking did dishes, and I still need to give the dogs a bath. Oh, crap.
You're supposed to do that today.
Shoot. Well, tomorrow.
No, you won't. You won't do it tomorrow. That's a joke.
Well, I got to give them a bath at some point. But how was your week? Busy?
It was busy, definitely. I had an allergic reaction like on Monday.
Oh, that's right.
My
Twice.
My face got super swollen, and I don't know what I'm allergic to because I eat the same thing every fucking day. It's not a joke. Like, I eat the same thing. So I think I'm allergic to actually Arrow, which is our puppy.
I don't think that's it because he was on your right now and you're not breaking out at all.
Yeah, but he didn't lick my face. Like, before he licked my face, and I looked like a troll.
We got to test it. Like I said, you got to put him on you. You got to touch him and then touch your face and then give it like 15 minutes. If it doesn't happen, then let him lick you in the face, wait 15 minutes and see what happens. That's the
Why
only way
do I
to
have
test
to be
it.
a tester for that?
It's your allergies, not mine.
Anyway, so that was my week. I had an allergic reaction. Looked like a troll for like 3 days. And then we had a snowstorm, which I couldn't.
Lasted 2 days.
That lasted 2 days. And I was finally able to leave the other day. So like on Thursday, I had to stay in. I got snowed in. And then
Wednesday
Friday
and Thursday.
Wednesday, I went to the gym, but then we got snowed in later that night. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So, I went to the gym on Wednesday, but I had to take off Thursday, like, completely because I couldn't leave. Because if I left, I wouldn't be able to come back up because we live on a hill. Try not to, like, make it known where we live. Can you turn your phone off, dude? Sorry about that, people. He's rude all the time.
Very.
And so, like, going down our hill, I'm, like, terrified because, like, I was going really slow, and then I was careening to my death at like 2 miles an hour. And I'm just like, shit, I can't stop on the main road, and there's cars coming, and it's like looking at me like, why isn't she stopping? And I'm I'm trying. Very trying. But
They're probably just waiting for you to
like,
slide
and you're
into
not
the
supposed to like
road.
slam on your brakes, so I like pump it. Like I was pumping it, but it was like not as. Hi, Gordon.
Hey, Gordon.
Hey, bud. Hello, you need to stop yelling. And so, like, I was, like, slowly careening to my death on our highway, and I was like, great, this is how I go.
This is how it's going to end. This is the end.
And then, like, as soon as I got on the highway, everything was clear except for our road, which is stupid. And then I get to the gym, and then I try to come back, and I try to go up the hill that's snow icy covered. And then I got to a certain point and I would only go backwards, not forward. So I was like, fuck this. So I had to go a roundabout. But I finally got home after like 30 minutes of trying.
Yeah.
And
at least you finally made it instead of sliding down the hill and never be able to get back up it.
It stressed me out. Like thinking about it driving home, I was like, anxiety. But
see, that's why I need to get a 4x4 like my truck.
Yeah, but I didn't know we were going to live where we live now when I bought my car.
This is true. I mean, it can happen in Texas as well.
But I like my SUV. It's cute. His name is Chadwick.
The color is awesome.
His name is Chadwick.
It's a sexy color.
It's so cute.
So cute.
Anyway, so I hope you guys did the homework today. We watched Goonies, the Goonies today, and one of my favorites from the 1980s. But I'm just going to give a little synopsis for those who didn't watch it, you dumb fucks. No, like respectfully. Dumb
Respectful.
fucks. Like, pay attention. Come on. I'm not asking for the moon. All right, so The Goonies was made in 1985, and it released on June 7th. It's an old-fashioned yarn about a band of adventurous kids who take on the might of a property development company which plans to destroy their home to build a country club. When the children discover an old pirate map in the attic, they follow it into an underground cavern in search of a lost treasure, but come up against plenty of dangerous obstacles along the way. It was released on June 7th, 1985. The director was Richard Donner, and it starred Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Jeff Cohen, Corey Feldman, Cary Green. Oh, really? Cary Green? Huh. Martha Plimpton, and Ki Hoi Kwan. That is wrong. I'm so sorry.
Probably.
I'm so sorry. Data.
We tried.
Data, I'm
We
so
tried.
sorry. Music was by Dave Grusin and a story by Steven Spielberg, our boy. And then the screenplay was by Chris Columbus.
I have no idea who that is.
Christopher Columbus? You don't know who that is?
Oh, Reborn.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, so the movie itself was amazing. I find it, for 1980s, like a 1980s movie, adventurous, fun, filled, and it swore. So that was like the movie my parents let me watch that said, oh shit.
Yeah,
Damn it.
kids say all shit all the time. Especially Chunk.
Do the truffle shuffle.
Truffle shuffle?
In the beginning, when they were like, he was outside, he's like, guys, something important to tell you. Guys, let me in. Come on, guys. And then he was like, you got to do it. Do the truffle shuffle.
Yeah.
Do it. He's like,
And he starts doing the truffle shuffle and they let him in.
and like, it was funny because it was very foreshadowy about how they got in. How like Chunk got into the house because they like released like a basket that the bowling ball went down. It's like booby trappy, and so that
It's
kind
like
of
booby trappy all through the movie.
But it was a good. Oh no, it's called booty trappy.
Yeah, booty trapping. What did you say? Booby trapping. Yeah, that's what I said.
Booty trappy. But I like. Who was your favorite character? What was your favorite moment?
My favorite character? Oh man. Probably Sloth, because I want to be as strong as him.
Hey, you
And
guys.
then like his ears were like
little twitching.
little twitchy ears would go back and forth like alfalfa.
I love how Chunk was so accepting of Sloth. He's like, Sloth, you're gonna live with me now. I love you.
I love you.
That's so cool.
I love you too, Chunk.
My favorite character, I feel like, is super underrated. Can you guess who my favorite character is?
Oh, super underrated. The Asian kid?
Yeah, Data. Because he came up with all these inventions. One saved his fucking life.
And he punched himself in the face.
Well, but he punched somebody else in the face.
First.
But yeah, so
First.
it evens out. But he made these, what is it? Pinchers of peril. Pinchers of peril. When he was dropped, he fell through the floor.
Yeah,
Pinchers of peril, and he's like, "Ah!" And then it saved his life.
He was gonna get spiked right in the booty.
Damn. And so that, like, he is so cool. And he has the best lines. He was like, $50 bill. $50 bill. Hey, guys, $50 bill.
He's like, we can save the city.
And then it's fake.
And it's counterfeit money.
Yeah, you do you, boo-boo. Like,
He
grab
tried.
it.
He tried
He was
to
trying.
save it.
And then he was like, at the end, when he falls through at the pirate ship, spoiler alert, everybody, if you haven't watched it, that's on your own damn fault.
Yeah.
They get to a pirate ship. And he falls through, and he's like, why do I keep on doing this?
I'm just trying to build my gadgets. God.
It's like, I keep on falling. Nobody cares. No, I'm alive, but nobody cares. And I was like, hello,
And
welcome
like, the
to
other
2021.
guy's like, that
or
is
2022.
okay.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm like, yeah, 2022 now, guys.
2022.
Like, look
no
at
one
it.
cares.
But, yeah.
I think my favorite part is when they actually find the treasure, because they're all giving them shit when they got to the pirate ship.
He got real creepy.
What's the main guy's name? Like the main
Mikey?
kid? Mikey. They all started giving him shit. They're like, "Where's the treasure, Mikey? Where's the fucking treasure?" And the girl, whatever her name is, She looks familiar too. I've seen her in something older.
Her name is Carrie. Like
Yeah.
Carrie something, but it's like I don't Andy. Her name's Andy in the TV show. Carrie
movie?
Green. Carrie Green. She has been in Lucas, Summer Rental, The Goonies. Nothing I feel like you would know.
I think she's been in this. She looks really, really, really familiar, but maybe not. Maybe she just has a familiar face. Maybe she looks like someone else like now, but
Yeah.
but like she pulls a little booty trap lever, and the little thing opens up, and you can get into the chest, and then voila, the
Money.
treasure,
And
all the gold.
And Mikey enters, and he's like talking to one I'd really like. He's his bestie. And he's
Yeah,
like,
well,
we
he's
could
the
be
first Goonie.
Yeah, but it's like momentous, and then they give him shit because he's crying about it, and he's like, "Well, we beat you. Like we solved all our problems," and everybody's like, "What's happening, bro?" Like,
I'm like, how long you been there? Long enough, Mikey.
as he's rubbing his eyes, like, "I'm not crying, you're crying."
He's like tearing up.
Yeah, I love it.
But he's the original Goonie, so you know you got to pay your respects. Got to pay your respects.
And also, we have to take a moment and enjoy Tiffany in this.
The
It's
short hair girl.
good enough. Tiffany's a singer from the 1980s.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
You were born in the 1980s, bro.
Yeah, born, not like 20 years old.
And you didn't listen to any 80s music.
Some, but not Tiffany, whoever that is.
I'm going to slap you.
You should.
Probably should. Everybody, I
should.
apologize for him. Like,
If you hear a loud smack, it's not me doing it to myself.
but seriously, Tiffany, like, music, fun. I remember the 80s, kind of. Like, I remember 1989. But I was only 2 years old. I remember videos.
I don't remember anything from the 80s. Barely remember anything from the 90s. Maybe like one or two things. My memory is shot.
You don't remember your childhood, and
don't.
you went to Africa. You went to Jamaica.
I remember that.
Do you really?
Yeah. I
Really?
remember my time when I went to... Okay, there's there's actually two stories in Africa. No. Yeah, I think they're both in Africa. So one, we went to the beach, and I'm like 12, 11 at this time. I think I'm 12, something like that. Go to the beach, and I didn't use the restroom before, and I really had to go to the restroom. Not number one, but number two. And I told my mom, I was like, no, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. I'm just going to hold it. She's like, well, we're going to be here all day, so your body's going to, let you come out eventually.
Did you poop in the ocean?
No, not in the ocean, but I had to, like, use the restroom. I couldn't hold it anymore, so I had to, like, go to a random bench on the beach and make like a little hole in the ground and use the restroom on the beach.
I've never heard this story.
I tried my damnedest to hold it, but I just couldn't do it anymore. We were there for like hours on top of hours, and I did not use the restroom. And then the other part that I could not stand is like, I'm not a big fish person, so we went to like a market in Africa. Oh my Lord. It was like the worst smelling smell I've ever smelled.
It smells like fish.
It was like dried fish. It was like that dried fish smell. And then there was like escargot crawling around everywhere. I had to run out of the store. Like my mom's like, you were turning blue and purple. And I had to like run out of the market and like almost threw up. It was like that bad. And I was just like freaking out because I'd never seen snails that big before. Like they were huge.
That's like a delicacy.
Not for me.
Because you a little bitch.
I am. I'm a big old bitch. So those are I remember those.
Anyway, you don't remember your childhood.
No, I don't.
So, like, I like your...
Bits and
we were
pieces.
talking to your mom about something, and she was like, do you remember what happened in Jamaica? And you're like, what happened to Jamaica? Did I go to Jamaica? And I'm like...
I remember going to Jamaica. I just don't remember everything. I remember I was staying in a hotel there. Was that Africa?
My point exactly.
I get them mixed up because we went. It was like one year we went to Jamaica. Different. The next year we went to Africa.
I know
so
you're really
like,
not
boom, boom,
great.
boom.
I know you're not great with geography, but there's an ocean between the two.
Babe, where's Alaska? Isn't it next to Hawaii? Okay, so my childhood failed me. Every book that I
public
saw,
school fucking failed you.
Every book that I saw, it was like, you had the United States, and then In the bottom left-hand corner, you have Alaska. So my whole years until
square,
I was like
wait.
34, maybe.
In the little square, like, that's, like, separated so that it's like, oh, because you don't have Canada. It's part of the United States, but it's, like, cornered off in the bottom corner. It like there's a little
like
square around it. Obviously, it's not part of what that area is, and so
I thought it was part of it this whole time.
He thought
so. I was 34 years old when I found out Alaska was not attached. Below Hawaii, that is attached to Canada. So I'm just going to put that out there to the public to know. I was about 34, 35. I taught you this. Yeah, you did.
I was like, wait, I don't remember.
She asked me one time, we were at a bar and we were drinking out somewhere. I don't know where. And she was like, I don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about something.
Oh, how Alaska was really close to Russia. And you're like, you're stupid. No. And I was like,
I wish I could have seen her face.
I stopped and I was like, they're trying to build a fucking bridge across like Russia to Alaska.
Yeah, across all that ocean. That's a lot of ocean because it's by Hawaii, isn't it? No. I still think it's by there sometimes.
No, and so I showed him a picture. Yeah. I showed him a map. Like, I literally pointed out, I was like, no, Alaska is, like, next to Canada, like, connected.
Still didn't believe her. I thought her phone was lying.
It's, like, very close to Russia, like, near the Arctic Circle. And he's like, what's the Arctic Circle? And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Geography is not my strong suit.
I literally say, every time you say something that I'm just like, holy fuck, I say a soft prayer for your mom because she must have struggled. Like...
She did. I mean, sort of. I was a jock, so I just played sports, and I was fairly good at it, I guess.
Did you get hit in the head a lot?
No, but I did have a very bad bicycle accident where I blacked out for like 10 minutes. So that was probably part of it.
I had a lot more head injuries than you did, and I
also was riding my bike down a what do you say? Like when the grass has a lot of like basically condensation on it, but is there a different name? Dew, I guess. Yeah, I was riding down a hill like that. And I was trying to squeeze the brakes, and they would not work because obviously where the brake pads go was wet, and I ran into a pole. I hit the pole, and then my buddy was on the back because I was like, we're hitchhiking each other, and he hit the back of my head. So I got double whammied. That was fun. I've had some head accidents, you know.
I had like a lot of head injuries.
Yeah, well, babe, to each their own. You know, you're just hardcore, and I'm a pansy.
I was like 5 and I got a double concussion because we were on a church trip to go sledding. It was like supposed to be really fun, and I'm like a small person compared to everybody else. I was like 5. I remember this. In the morning, I had cream of mushroom soup because I liked it. I'm weird.
Gross.
It was cold out, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have soup.
Maybe chicken noodle soup, like a normal person?
I don't think we had chicken noodle. I was just like, whatever. And so... we went to this, like, it was supposed to be an all-day retreat where we go sledding down a hill for, like, the afternoon, and then we come back to this cabin where we eat dinner. I go down the hill, like, once, and it was fun. I'm like, cool, this is awesome. Like, I'm going to keep on doing it. Went down a second time. This dude, a college student, has to have been a college student, he ran into me, and I think he did it intentionally because he was laughing about it, because I flew off, hit my head, and I'm like, ow. And I, like, muster it up. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to continue waddling in my, like, snowsuit. Like, I grabbed my, like, I had to chase after my little, like, my tube because it's, like, it's ice. So you go down an ice tube. Like, you have to pick it up because it keeps on sliding down the hill with or without you. And so I go and pick up my tube and I climb up the climb up the hill. And I'm like, yay, like, I'm going to do it again. And this same motherfucker... I'm going to name him something. I'm going to call him Jared because he seemed like a Jared. That's an asshole name.
Wow.
Same motherfucker. I slide down and I'm light, so I don't go down as fast compared to this fucker. He hit me again. I flip over, slam my head against the ice. I couldn't see for fuck's sake. I was sitting there and I'm like, I can't see anything. I can't see. I'm like looking around. I can see like light on the side of my, like the peripherals, but I can't see from the front. And I'm like...
You were partially blind for a little bit.
For a while. And this woman comes up to me and she's like, are you right? And I'm like, I can't see. And she's like, oh shit. So not naming names, after like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, I could see. And instead of bringing me to a hospital or anything, pastor put me in his car for another 2 hours.
Wow.
So I sat in the cold in the car for 2 hours, not feeling great. And so I sat in that car for 2 hours, and I was just like, okay, whatever. I don't feel great. I'm just going to sleep. Probably.
That's not the best thing to do.
My sister was there too, so she was sledding and she was having fun. She checked up on me every so often, which was fine. I was fine, like I was talking. And then we got to this, like at the end of it, it was getting dusk out because it's like Wisconsin in like fucking December, January, whatever time. So it's like day breaks at like 4:30. And so we go to this cabin where everybody's getting dinner, and I'm not feeling great. I'm like dizzy. I want to barf. So I go to the bathroom and start barfing everywhere.
Concussion.
It was a concussion. But the funny thing is, the pastor was upset because I was sick because he had to take me back home. And my parents weren't answering the phone because they were doing shit. Like, I don't know what they were doing. But so he brought me back to like their house, and his wife was upset that I was there. Everybody was pissed off because I got a concussion. My mom, like when we finally got a hold of my mom burst in and started screaming at everybody. And I was like, what's happening? I'm just watching the Berenstain Bears I'm laying on the couch watching the Berenstain Bears. And
Did anything happen to the guy?
Nobody did anything. Because he was a pastor. He's like apparently like high almighty. Anyway, I digress. So it was just really funny because like I go to the doctor and they did all these tests. I don't remember exactly all the tests because I was so young, but I had a double concussion on the front and back of my head. And they were like, yeah, you shouldn't have slept.
No, you shouldn't have.
And so, long story short, if you hit your head really hard and can't see, maybe go to the doctor.
Definitely go to the doctor. Do not try to go to sleep. That is the first.
I was just really sleepy.
That is like the first thing anyone and everyone
I'm always
would
really
tell you.
sleepy, so it was like not anything different.
No, that's definitely different.
Anyway, back to the Goonies.
Yeah, back to the Goonies. Getting concussion, don't go to sleep, people.
So at the end of this movie, there was supposed to be like an alternative ending. I have never seen it. I just heard about it, where there's supposed to be an octopus attack.
If anyone knows or has like a video of it, please inform us because we would like to see the alternate ending.
Yeah, I've looked for it. I've never seen it. Even in the movie, they were talking about, the octopus, and we're like, what fucking octopus?
Yeah,
like,
that's right. They even said it in the movie. It's like, oh yeah, the octopus, it was huge, it was giant, blah blah blah. So maybe that's why there was a conception or misconception that there was a alternate ending because they're talking about it in that movie. So people be like, oh, maybe there
has to be. Like, I vaguely recall a clip, like a video clip of like a trailer where there's an octopus arm coming out of the water. But I don't know.
I mean, because definitely when they fell down this like long winding slide with like spike sticks sticking out from the ceiling, which they would have definitely like stabbed themselves in the face, and they fall into this like pond or lake or whatever it is where the ship is, there's definitely got to be a creature down there. There's no way they're going to go down there and it's been like 1,000 years or however long it's been.
1,000 years, like
500, whatever. 100. And there's like nothing in there. There would be like scary fish. There would be like scary octopus. There would be like this
octopi,
crazy giant alligator thingy mabob that's like huge and eats people only type thing. Or skeleton.
But I have to say, like, I have to give props to One-Eyed Willie for setting up all those booty traps.
That is true.
Because he and his men, they had legit booby traps.
Yeah, and then he murdered his men. That
lasted for 100 years at least.
Yeah.
And they were chill. And then, like, if you think about it, he had the drop-down rocks at the beginning where that dude died. What was his fucking name?
Not Copper Top.
Copperfield.
No, not Copperfield.
It's
Copperpot.
Copperpot.
Yeah.
Something Copperpot. And so Copperpot died under one of the rocks.
And he
but
had
then
a hand on the rock that he was trying to push
like,
it up.
oh shit, but he died. And then they go to the little piano of bones, which how in the fuck could you make a piano of bones?
Yeah, that's pretty great. And then attach it to like the bridge coming down. Like that was pretty cool.
That's smart. That's ingenious. Like, what the fuck?
And then someone has to know like music at this time. So
And
luckily the chick did.
We would die. I have no musical inclination whatsoever.
I did music, but it was like 20 plus years ago.
Do you know how to play the piano?
No.
Do we know anybody who can play piano?
Not that I know of.
Oh shit, we're dead.
Yeah, we're in that movie. We would not be alive. We would be at the bottom of that spiky
just start
lake.
Poking the buttons.
Just like, we can figure it out.
Oh, it moved.
We would make it out eventually, either on the bridge or to our screaming deaths.
Deaths.
Depths.
Not TH, but F, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure you notice
Depths.
that. So kind of moving like another segue off of this whole topic of Goonies. We were driving to the gym today, and there's a sign for Valentine's Day, and I find it funny when people call it Valentine's, not Valentine's.
Valentine's Day.
And so I'm demanding that Ty only tell me whenever he says.
I could if I remember.
It's like Ambalam.
Ambalam. Or Helilopter.
I say that though. That's funny.
Helilopter.
It's Helilopter. Anyway, so Valentine's Day, guys, not Valentine's. Let's make a movement.
Yeah, let's make a movement like Porsche and Portia, but Valentine's.
Wait, how do you say it?
It's Porsche.
Not in Germany.
Yeah, it is.
Porsche.
Here we say Porsche.
There is Porsche.
Yes.
Stop having things difficult, people. Just make it easy.
Just make it easy.
Say it how you spell it.
Right? Well, Porsche. That's how it's spelled.
Then why are we saying Porsche?
Yeah, it just sounds. I like Porsche better than Porsche.
It sounds like you're being douchey.
Yeah, I mean Porsche is also like it's like a person's name. Porsche.
It's like
I've
Mercedes
never heard of a person named Porsche before.
Bacardi. Oh
my God, let's not talk about that one.
All right, so the Goonies, your overall score, this was the first time you've ever seen it, so 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, what would you score this movie?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'll see it like over and over and over again, but I mean, it's like a funny movie to watch like a couple of times, like once now, once like maybe later on or something like that with other friends or like
1 to 10, 1 to 10, give us a score.
Jeez, I am talking about it.
I will murder you.
Let's see. Definitely not a 10. 'Cause I mean, it is a 1985 movie, so it's not like if you compare 2022 or 2021 to like then.
But
but it's a good movie. I'll give it a 7.
7? Really?
I'll give it a 7.
What did you give Inception?
A 10.
You gave it a 10?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I understood it. I mean, it's like a kid movie. It's like
a good movie, though. It's a wholesome movie. And they say shit.
They do. But I mean, it's action in it, but I don't know. It's just not my type of movie.
I'm surprised. I thought you were going to like it a lot better.
I mean, I'm not saying it was
so
bad.
my score, I would say probably an 8. Because
1 point higher than mine.
Because it came from my childhood. I was going to score it an 8 before you said anything. I thought you
gave Inception an 8. You can't give both of them an 8.
I can gauge them at the same level.
No, you can't. They're completely different movies.
It's on a different scale.
Higher than the other.
One's on a different scale.
One has to be higher than the other. I demand
Fine.
it.
Inception is a 6 then. Sorry, Leo, but you dropped 2 points because Ty just demanded me to choose it.
Sorry, Leonardo DiCaprio. I didn't mean to, my bud.
The Goonies is one of those movies from my childhood we used to watch, and I remember.
I forgot. I'm talking to the person that likes Napoleon Dynamite. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna punch you. Anyway, moving on. So our topic of discussion today, we're talking about. What are we talking about?
Don't tell me.
God, you suck at everything.
Some obsessions. There we go.
What are you obsessed with?
Same thing. Obsessions. What are you obsessed with? Same thing. I just made it shorter.
All right. So can you
Who's
guess?
gonna go first?
I'm gonna go first because you're
perfect. How about 1, 1, 1, 1?
Do you have more than one?
I mean, I got 2 or 3.
Okay, so can you guess what my first one is?
Haunted stuff.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I know you a little bit.
Just a
tad.
Oh, murder.
She loves haunted stuff. I think probably her most favorite thing she went to was Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all
Haunted
haven't
stuff,
been there,
do
definitely
it.
check it out.
We actually got
100%.
to meet Zach Baggins.
Yeah, we did. He was
Baggins,
actually there,
Baggins.
and he drives this badass freaking
Lamborghini.
No, it was well, he does have a Lamborghini, but it was a the Mercedes. What is it? Oh,
car.
G-Wagon. There we go, the G-Wagon.
Well, we got there and we were seeing like a cluster of people, and then he showed up and I got a picture with him, and he's smart. He's one of those like famous people who puts his arms behind his back when he's taking pictures so that people can be like, oh, he sexually molested
With his
me.
like long black coat on.
And his
He
like
was looking
fucking
really dapper,
derby.
though. He was looking really dapper.
He was looking very dapper, and he was
Very
really
dapper.
nice. The thing is, like, people give him shit because he does his TV show, and it like looks fake, but he really does have a passion for the fucking haunted shit. Like, he was stupid excited when that like thing fell in that
it's
room.
like this huge like
Like,
like soccer player that's like posing like he's kicking. It was like one of those in this.
It was like it was a clown mask. It was a huge clown mask.
Oh, I thought it was a soccer player thing.
No,
Okay,
it was a huge.
clown mask,
It was
sorry.
like 3 feet long by like maybe 2 feet, and it was a clown mask because we were in the circus section, and
Oh,
it
yeah,
fell
like
off the
clown.
wall, and he was like, "Wait, did that just fall?" And he got really excited, and then his team came in and started doing like
checks and
everything.
scans
And it's like you can't fake that. Like, that's a passion. So he chose the right profession for himself. He is really obsessed with it. Even if on TV he seems fake, whatever, he legit really is about haunted
we
shit.
all know that wrestling is fake, so
It's not fake.
it's 1,000,000% fake.
Anyway, so my obsession is with hauntings. I love ghosts. I love anything. I don't really get scared. I just like to be like, ooh, I just saw something dark in the corner of my eye.
She wants to go check it out.
I am going to go check it out.
She wants to experience what these
And
people
so,
go through
like,
in movies.
I do have a Ouija board. Ouija, however you pronounce it.
Old school Ouija board.
And it's like 1952 Ouija, one of the first originals. I have it. My friend and I, we tried to use it, but nothing happened. So we're just like, or whatever. But then after that, all
Or
this.
Do you think nothing happened?
The thing is, after that, you started saying that you were seeing dark
I
objects.
did see dark objects, and
Which
it
was fun.
creepy.
And it wasn't even Gordon. So
No, it wasn't. It was definitely taller than him.
And so it was kind of really interesting that happened. But then we moved, and this house, I feel like, could potentially be haunted just because weird things happen. But it's like, did I do that or did somebody else do that kind of thing? But
So far, I haven't witnessed anything creepy yet. I mean, where was I? Actually, when I was in the closet, was it earlier today or yesterday? It really seemed like something skirted by, and it wasn't any of the cats. But I looked at it and I was like, nah, maybe I'm just tripping. It could have been one because we do have 3 cats. So
it was probably Nellie.
yeah, it might have been Nelly because she likes to follow me around everywhere. So it could have been them. But
But-
if it happens again, then I'm gonna like try to get a quick glimpse of it. But let's see. So
What's your obsession?
one of my obsessions is probably my main one is dogs. Like, I really, really, really love animals and dogs in particular. I think they're just, I really like them more than people, 100%, you know. Not more than wifey, of course. I mean, it just depends on the day. and how
No.
her attitude is.
I am like, funny story. So before we even had a dog, we had Nugget and Gordon and Nellie, I think. We had Nellie at the time.
I think, yeah.
And he was like, oh, Nugget, you're my first. Like, oh, I love you so much. This is like Little Nugs, like the gangsta cat. And I was like, oh, but you're second on my list, Nugget, because he liked Nellie better. But he didn't say that. He was like, I love you more, Nugget. Like, I love you second. And I was like, oh, thanks, babe. And he was like, I love you third, Nugget. I wasn't even on his list. Like, come on, bro.
See, what happened is I was thinking about only animals.
I take care of you.
This is true.
I don't
Very
even
true.
make his list now. It's like, I love Lala first, and then Beefy, and then Nero, and then all the cats, and then maybe wife shows up.
And then maybe wife. Depends on the day, you know. If you're
And that is why I will be on Snapped. So I will see you on one of those episodes later.
possibly, it's a damn they're true. Yeah. So dogs are definitely or just really animals in general. I just love animals in general. But
What was
dogs
your
in
favorite
particular.
pet?
My favorite pet, well, obviously Lala. She was the first dog.
I mean, like, out of the animals that we had, you had, what, Margaret.
Yeah, Margaret was our cat long time. But well, if that's the case, then Chris, that was like my first dog that ran away.
It ran away from you.
He did, yeah.
That's sad.
And he had like, it was one of those long-eared, droopy-eared dogs. I don't like 100% remember him because obviously I don't remember my childhood, but I just know he ran away. There was like this huge...
Did he run away or did he bunny ears run away?
There was like this huge crack in our fence that we didn't realize was there until he ran away, and then we closed it up.
Did your mom get rid of him?
I have no idea.
Have you asked her?
No.
I feel like that's a question you can ask her.
No.
Because I feel like your mom would be the type of person, love you, Mom, but seriously, like... If I got pissed off enough, I'd be like, "Oh, they ran away!" Like,
no,
and then
I was not a bad kid, so there was no need.
You were probably a terrible kid. Okay.
I wasn't. That I do know because I've asked my mom that plenty of times, and she said no. I was actually. My mom only spanked me once.
She hit you on the back of the head because you didn't know how to fucking set a fucking oven, like degree.
That was the one time I got spanked. So
that's literally the only time you got spanked.
Yes, I'm telling you, I was not a bad kid. I got good grades in school. I never failed any classes, I think, until I was like in high school and I took like pre-calculus.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I was trying to get better at math, which I didn't fail. I think I got like a 69, which I think
that's what you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did. I think they changed the grading scale and like I think it was like 68 to 70 was considered a C or something like that. It was like a different grading scale. So technically I passed, but it was just the lowest of the lows. No, I was a good kid. I was not bad. I didn't go off and do drugs. I didn't do any of that crap. I didn't go party anywhere. So that was the one and only time my mom spanked me. No, so like the dog, it wasn't a terrible dog either. Like from what I know, it was a good dog. He just found an opening and dipped out. So
I wonder what happened to him.
I wonder that to this day. I really hope someone found him and like took him in. I hope he didn't get hit by. I never saw him on the side of the road, so I don't think he got hit by a car, but. Because, like, the reason why he ran away is because I was outside playing with him. My brother told me to come inside the house. And I was like, no, I don't want. I'm out here with my dog. And he was like, no, come inside, come inside. I don't know what for. So I went inside. And I can't remember how long I was inside for. And I was like, oh, crap, dogs. I went back outside. Gone.
Oh, so this is your fault.
How's it my fault?
Because you left him outside.
I was told to come inside.
By your brother.
Big brother told me to go inside. So I went inside. But anyway, so yeah, that's my first animal, and then Margaret was, I think she was there around the same time, or maybe we got her out there. I mean, she lived like 12 years, 10 years, something like that. But then she ended up getting like some growth on her neck and then died.
That's really depressing.
Yes. And my mom was like, she did it like without me knowing, because she knows I was going to be like heartbroken because like Chris ran away and then like because
all the animals just want to get rid of you.
The cat had to be put down because it was kind of like what is it, parvo for dogs, but it was like whatever that is similar for cats, whatever that disease is. It was basically cancer. That's what it was, but there's a different name for it. But that's basically
that's really depressing.
They had to put the cat down. So yeah, and then I haven't had a dog until now.
We had a cat that we had to put down. His name was CK. Crazy Cat.
Crazy Cat.
That was his name. Like, I don't remember. He was the sweetest cat, but then I demanded to get a dog. I don't know why, because I'm not a dog person ever. And like we had this puppy, like, because we went to our grocery store called Cops up in the north like Wisconsin area. There's like a grocery store called Cops. So we went there and there's people standing outside with these puppies, and I'm like, oh, I want a puppy. I'm a dumbass. And so we brought it home, and CK was chilling, and then he saw the cat, and he was like, fuck this noise. He like attacked my mom. Her like she had like 37 stitches on her leg because he attacked her hardcore. And I was terrified of CK after that. Like, he was the sweetest cat in the world. Like, he just wanted belly rubs. He was like Gordon, but like fatter. Oh God. Okay. Apparently
our
Gordon.
Cats are going crazy.
Sorry about that, people. And so we put him out in the garage just to like keep him there because he, like, after you attack a human, you can't, like, you have to put it down. because my mom had to go to the hospital. She had to get stitches.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And so, like, I was heartbroken. Like, he wasn't even in the newspaper because he attacked somebody and then he had to be put down. He was in the newspaper. We have a clipping for him. And I was like...
The cat attacked, right? Not the dog.
The cat attacked.
The cat attacked.
And so we kept the dog for maybe a week, but then we, like, decided to give it back because we're just, like, not dog people. So...
But now your sister has 2 dogs.
That's my sister. I don't know. I'm not, like, we're not dog people. We're not animal people. We don't, like, do well with taking care of a lot of animals. So,
But yet we have 6.
I wish we didn't have dogs, but yeah.
I wish we didn't have cats, but...
Yeah, that was a package deal with me, so...
It's a package deal with me, babe.
We got them after we got together.
Package deal. You knew I wanted a dog, and I waited until we got a house, so...
We rented, but...
Still got a house.
Anyway, but I love the dogs. It's just they get really annoying.
Lala is super sweet.
She's like a...
like
you
a
could pretty
cat.
much taxidermy her, and that's her in a general.
Why are
like,
you always trying to kill my dog?
I'm not killing her. I'm just saying...
Leave her alone.
I'm just saying you could just stuff her, and it's the same
There you go
equivalent
again.
of like what she is now.
There you
She just
go
stands there
again.
and looks at you awkwardly.
Jeez Louise. Let me taxidermy Gordon. See how you like it.
God, yes.
See,
When he
exactly.
dies-
That's how I feel.
When he dies, that's what I want to do.
No, I'm going to bury him and you won't even know where he is.
That was aggressive.
I said I'm going to give him a good burial.
You did not say that. You're just like, I'm going to bury him and you don't even know where he is. That's what you said.
I'm going to go to him every day and put flowers on his
You
grave.
will not do that. You don't even like him that much. All right, moving on. My second obsession. I really do enjoy learning about serial killers. It's just one of those things where it's like a fascination. Like, wow, why did you do that? Like Ted Bundy, you little fucker. Like, what the fuck? Like, he killed so many people.
I mean, it definitely is like mind-boggling, like what goes through their head, how they do this stuff, and it's like how they twist people to make them like twist and manipulate people to make them believe that it wasn't them. It's crazy.
And for the fact, like, he was like, yeah, I just could do it because I could. Like, it's not like a question of why would you do it, it's because I can.
He just could. He got away with it, so he kept doing it. But it's also like, but like my favorite one is the one that would take out serial killers. He's my favorite.
I forgot his name. It was this dude in prison who, like, I think he didn't take out serial killers. He took out rapists and, like, pedophiles. And he...
I thought he took out serial killers. I don't like it as much now.
That's, like, better.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And so, I don't remember. I want to say Alvarez or something like that. I'll have to look it up. But overall, like, this dude, he, like, he was in prison for something, but he would murder people in prison who, like, was a pedophile or, like, raped people. And he would just take them out, and he was like, yeah, I'm here already, so it's like, what are you going to do?
It's like that woman recently that went to jail. She, like, murdered... I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was her boyfriend or neighbor or who he was, but she, like, basically murdered this guy. And, like, it was like a video clip and, like, them talking to her outside the courtyard when she's walking away. They're like, hey, so do you have any regrets? She's like, no, I don't have any regrets. I'll do it again. He was a pedophile and a rapist. Like, fuck that dude. And I was like, damn. And everybody was like, she should not be going to jail. Like, she did us a favor.
So there's this thing on, like, online where you can see, oh, who's the sex offender in your neighborhood, which is a great website. But for a person like me, if you're a rapist and or a pedophile, and I see that you are a rapist or a pedophile, I will literally come after you. No apologies here. Like, you are a trashy person and you need to be taken out. So if you're listening to this and you're a pedophile and or a rapist, watch out.
Count your days.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyway, so that's, like, I think that we should definitely have harsher laws for people who do that, because I'm sorry. The little, what is his fucking name? Like, I forgot. I don't care.
Terrible.
I cannot care about this kid who was a swim athlete and he got off because he was such a great athlete. He should have, like, not gone to jail, and he just got probation for raping this girl. Yeah, she was drunk. So what? Don't do it. Keep it in your pants, people.
Or it's gonna get chopped off.
I swear, if you're a rapist, we should make you a eunuch. Like, why can't we do that?
Back in the day, like in China, Japan, like if you stole something, they cut your hand off.
Afghanistan.
All right.
Middle East.
Middle East, let's just say that. Like, if you stole something, they chop your hand off. So it'd just be like that, like here. If you rape someone, get your dingling chopped off.
And then you can't do it again.
What if like a woman raped someone? Then what would you chop off?
You don't chop anything off. You like implant something. You can like chop off their like clit.
Chop their titties off?
Like I was watching Handmaid's Tale, and like I don't know what exactly they did, but they did a lot downstairs to her, so she didn't have a desire to do anything.
Yee.
Sir.
What was like that one movie where they I can't even remember the name of that movie, but it was like it was like a cult type thing in this apartment complex, and it was like this young girl went in there, and like they put her in a room, and they were trying to put that screwdriver down her ear. Remember that movie?
I think it was one where she had a cat, and she wasn't supposed to have a cat.
I think so, something like that. And like her friend, like the lady that she ended up meeting like outside, ends up getting thrown in there, and they actually like put this screwdriver in her head.
Oh, I can't.
Yee. That's like one of those moments, like it's like kind of moment. But yeah, something like that. But anyway,
I don't know how that connected to what we were talking about.
Somewhat. We're just thinking about things to do, and that's one of the things you can do is put a screwdriver in her head.
You can put a screwdriver in a lot of places.
Like a pee hole? Ouch.
Guess so. I was thinking like lobotomy style in your eye socket, but yeah,
Ow, jeez Louise. Yeah, that would hurt too. So let's see.
Moving on.
We can go on and on. My other obsession is, well,
video games, beer pong, cars, or trucks.
Wow.
I just look and list it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, video games, vehicles, and beer pong.
So this motherfucker, he will get home at what, 11:30
From work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll take the dogs out, and then he'll play video games until like 7.
7 in the morning. Yep. And then go to bed, wake up if I have to work the next day, and then I'll, do my little eat, take care of the dogs a little bit, and I'll go to work. And I'll do the same thing the next day.
And so he plays video games for maybe 7 hours a night.
7, 8 hours, like a job.
I don't get it, though. Like,
any true gamer will know. They will get it, 100%.
But you suck.
I mean, I'm getting better. When I first started playing my Hunt Showdown game, I had a .6 KD, which is what is that? Kill Death? Yeah, Kill Death. And now I have a .97.
Great.
So I've gotten a lot.
But what does
better.
that do? Like, what does that do for you? In this
game, like, if you don't have, like, above a 1, then you're, like, considered terrible, and a lot of people don't like to play with you. But, like, since I have a .97, like, I haven't been rejected because, like, you join in the game, they're like, nah, they just leave the group because they don't want to play with someone that has, like, less than a 1. But, like, recently I've had a lot of people leave because I have a .97 now. Even though it's, like, 1,600 kills and, like, 1,900 deaths, it's still, I get kill assist, so that kind of helps with my KD as well. But I'm still like 300 deaths away from being like 500, I guess you can say.
But what's the difference between playing for like 2 hours than 7?
Because each match is an hour. If I only play for 2 hours, that means if it's like a full length match, like with 2 bounties and a full lobby, then I only play 2 games, and that's not worth it. Some games are shorter than others, but I just like playing. I'm trying to get better at the game. And
I'm just going to start making a list of things you need to do before you play video games.
Not at night when you're asleep. I'm not going to do anything. Especially when I get home from work. I'm not going to do chores when I get home from work.
I do chores when I get off of work.
That's you.
Great.
I like to get home and chill and play video games.
I want to chill.
And you do. You get off of work and you work out in the morning now, so it's like perfect for you. You get off, you chill, watch movies, like TV.
30 to 45 minutes of chores.
No, you don't. Not every day. And that's your fault. Don't do it.
If I don't do it, who's going to do it?
Me, just like I did the other day. I was like, I'm going to finally step up and do something, and I did. Anywho,
after 2 years,
not talking about our house stuff. So, well, you already named all mine, so I think you need one more.
I have
you said haunted and talking about serial killers. What's one more?
I really like watching TV. Like, I'm obsessed with watching good, like, trashy TV shows.
She likes drama shows. Depressing.
Not depressing.
Hardcore drama.
Love is Blind is not depressing.
What? I mean, that one's not that bad. Just figuring out if they're going to get married.
Too Hot to Handle is not depressing.
Oh my god. No, it's not Too Hot to Handle. It's like, I gotta think of one now. The guy that was our Uber driver in Utah.
90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, 90 Day Fiance.
So in Utah, like I was like getting an Uber driver, and I was sitting out in the outside of my hotel waiting for the Uber driver to show up, and it's a Swelu from 90 Day Fiance. It was like one of the characters, like not character because he's a real person, but like one of the people from 90 Day Fiance. And I was like, fuck, like cool. Like I was like fangirling kind of a little bit because I was like, I've never met anybody on a TV show really.
Yeah, right.
Other than like Zach Baggins, but like that's Zach Baggins.
That was pretty dope.
And so I was like, I'm like texting people. I'm like, does anybody see this?
You should have gotten a picture of it.
No, and so like as I was getting out, I was like, yo, like, I really like you on 90 Day Fiancé. Nice to see you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I got out and ran away. And I was like, and I took, like, I screenshotted, like, his picture on, like, the Uber.
Yeah, that's what you did.
And so, funny story, long story short, like, I only stayed where I was at for maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, because I was like, I'm not about this noise. And so I, like, got in like, another Uber or Lyft or whatever I was doing, and it was Asuelu again. And I was like, fuck, like, dude.
Then you end up, like, getting his, like, number.
And he was like, hey, if you need me to, like, when are you guys leaving? Because he was like, oh, I'll only charge you, like, $30 or something and just pay cash. And I was like, cool, yeah, definitely. Like, we're leaving tomorrow. Can you come pick us up at 10:30 tomorrow morning? And he was like, yeah, I'll be here. He was here. And
he picked us there up on time. Picked us up, took us to the airport.
I was like, damn, okay, cool.
Yeah,
so I had Asuelu from 90 Day Fiance drive my Uber/Lyft 3 times that entire trip, and we were only there for like 3 days.
So basically every day.
So it was really funny, and I was like, okay, I didn't know you were here, but that's cool. Like,
yeah, that was definitely a weird like run-in at 100%.
He was a good driver too, so kudos. I gave him a 5.
Dope, though, but it's crazy seeing someone that's on like a TV show just doing Uber driving.
Yeah, it's just it is like kind of because I started watching it like 90 Day Fiance, and then you kind of watch it, but it's only when I'm watching it you watch it, but you enjoy it when I watch it. So it's like
that's with a lot of stuff. Like Love Is Blind. Like when you're watching it, I'll watch it. Just like I'm like hanging out with the wifey and then hanging out with the pups, and then I'll go play video games.
But anyway, so that's kind of my obsession. I really like my relaxing. I don't need to do baths. I don't need to do like whatever.
But you do like baths.
Sometimes, like our bath is like a little weird shaped, so it's not as comfy. But whatever. True. Anyway, so I just like to sit, relax, watch TV shows. I'll watch them over and over again. I'm okay with that. Like The Office, Schitt's Creek,
freaking
Parks and Rec, New Girl. Like all of them. If it's like funny, it's like something I don't have to really think about. It's like I relax and I enjoy it. I'm like, this is great. Boop, boop. I love that for you. Anyway, so those are my obsessions. Anything else that you want to share for your obsession?
I mean, you said all 4 of mine, so...
You have like 27, but it's like all the same things that you talk about every day.
It is. So like everybody knows my obsessions, so...
So if you play... What do you play?
Hunt Showdown.
What's your name?
Not Today, Satan.
So if you play Hunt Showdown, look for Not Today, Satan, and make sure you kill him.
Yeah, make sure you shoot me right in a dome piece.
Or try to be his partner.
Yeah, be my partner. I'm gotten a lot better. I usually use shotguns now with slugs, and I can take people out fairly easy. If it's my first game, I might be a little off on aiming, but give me the second game, and I'll be good.
But anyway, so other than that, I think we're going to wrap this up. What time are we at, sir?
53.
Holy shit, that's long.
Hey, we had a lot to talk about.
We did.
It was a movie. It was like 3 obsessions, and we talked about like...
We segued off of those obsessions to talk about our head injuries.
Yeah, head injuries, which I'm pretty sure gave a lot of people a laugh. So
you know, that's like one of the categories. If you get head injury as a child, you could become a serial killer or something.
That's true. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. We have a lot of land, so I could bury bodies all over. All right. Moving on. So if you like us, I hope you listen to us. Please rate and review us. If you don't, share us with your friends. Just be nice. You don't have to listen to us ever again if we're annoying. I totally understand that because I am an annoying person. But if you want to check us out, you can go to our website. It's called inforthenightpodcast.com. So INFORTHENIGHTPODCAST.com. FORTHENIGHT podcast, PODCAST.com. And that's where all our
fast. I would have messed that up if it was me.
I really just hope you can spell it out.
I mean, you did that beautifully.
I'm looking at it. I wrote it down because
even me looking at it, I would be like, I would have messed that up.
Those different letters. Okay. Those are letters today. But like, you can check us out. We do have like our information on the website. Also, next week we need questions. We need that's our, what is it called? We're not qualified.
Yeah, we're not qualified. So you can ask us, anything from
simple to like extreme questions, but make sure they're legal, because if they're illegal, we will have to turn you over to the police. I want to be the cool friend. I don't want to be the uncool friend. Don't make me that person, dude.
We don't want to be the bad guy.
But seriously, it's any questions you have, anything that we can discuss and help you with, because we are your friends now.
We're just not qualified, so don't take it to the head.
Yeah, we're not therapists. We're not anybody who can help you, really. But we can tell you our opinion.
Yes, 100% opinions.
And if you don't have any questions, you can definitely share funny stories, because if we don't get too many requests or questions, we will definitely share our own funny stories. So
I got handfuls.
Buckets. Anyway, so next week, please, in for the night 69@gmail.com is our email. You can also access that from our website, inforthenightpodcast.com. And just send your emails, please, because we would love to read your stuff, and I don't want to have to fake it. So
yeah, right. We really want some.
I'm too old
good
for
stuff.
that shit. So we want the good stuff. Give us the goods.
The juicy juice.
But I hope we gave you an excuse to just stay in for the night, and I hope you have a wonderful evening / day / whenever you're listening to this, and fucking rock it out. Let's go.
Rock it out with your
cock or vagina, or in between out.
Yeah.
Whatever you choose to be.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace out.